In order to generate random numbers in C++, the two built-in functions that are used are srand and rand. srand accepts an unsigned int as parameter, and rand has no parameter. It will not accept any value as parameter. The return type of srand is void. It will not return any value. The return type of rand is int. It will return an integer in the range 0 to rand max, 0 to rand underscore max, where the value of rand max is 32767 for most of the compilers. So this function rand will generate a random number in the range 0 to 32767 for most of the compilers. It will not require any parameters. This srand will accept an unsigned integer as a parameter, and it will not return any value. Now, in order to use these two functions, the external library file that needs to be included in our code is C standard library, or CSTDLIB. This is the external library that needs to be included in order to use these two functions. In computers, the random numbers are actually pseudo-random numbers. Computers generate pseudo-random numbers because a computer does not use a thinking process to generate a random number. Even though an output number produced may seem random, it is actually generated by using a mathematical algorithm. So this function, this rand function, will actually generate the random number. This is the function that will use a mathematical algorithm to generate random number. So if this function is executed again and again, then a sequence of random numbers will be generated. Now, for a random number algorithm or pseudo random number generator algorithm, a starting value is required. That starting value is called seed for random number generator. So a random number generator requires a starting value, and that value is called seed. That seed is provided by this srand function. So srand function, this srand will provide the seed. This will provide seed to rand, and rand is using random number generator algorithm. So rand is using a random number generator algorithm, and this srand will provide a starting point to that random number algorithm. Now, in order to use srand and rand in our code, it is not compulsory to include or use srand function before calling the rand function, or it is not compulsory to use both srand and rand function in the same code, because rand will work without an srand, but when srand is not used in a code, then the seed that is used in the random number generator algorithm, that seed is 1. So when srand is not used, then the random number generator algorithm will use 1 as its seed, or the default value for the seed is 1 if srand is not used. So in summary, in order to generate random numbers, we need to use the function rand, but rand requires a seed, and that seed is provided by srand. Now if srand is not used in our function, then the default seed that is provided to rand is 1. So in the absence of srand, default seed of 1 will be provided to rand. Rand will generate random number by using random number generator algorithm. The generated number is pseudo random number, and the seed to that random number generator algorithm is provided by srand. If srand is not executed, then decimal 1 will be used as seed for rand.